are you all doing? I hope you had a lovely Thursday and that you enjoyed the beautiful weather. Not that it's keeping particularly warm anymore, but it's definitely warmer at the moment than what it's going to be in about a month or two, so enjoy while it lasts. But yes, I hope you're all doing all right, keeping yourself sane, keeping to routine when you need to, and just trying to be as happy as possible in the situation still. And then we'll hopefully be moving to level 3 on the 1st of June. So far everything I've read has confirmed this, but let's wait and see what happens. Okay, so tonight's session I am going to be doing some coordination work, just so that we can work the brain a little bit more, having to focus on multiple parts of the body and moving at the same time. Okay, so let's lie down on our backs. We're going to do pelvic curls, but we're going to incorporate some arms into those lovely pelvic curls. Okay, so we're going to have the arms up and overhead, but let's just get ourselves set up first. So have your feet relatively close to your sit bones, feet and knees roughly a fist distance apart. We're in a beautiful neutral pelvis, so pubic bone and hip bones are parallel to the floor. Those ribs are beautifully laced down into the mat, arms down by the sides of the body. We inhale to prepare. I lie. I want you to now exhale, take the arms up and overhead for me, with the palms of the ceiling facing, the palms of the hands facing the ceiling, keeping the ribs beautifully laced. Now, as we do our pelvic curl, we're going to bring the arms down to the sides of the body. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale using abdominals. Scoop the pelvis, scoop the navel, tuck the pelvis. Now, as you start peeling the spine off the floor, bring the arms down towards the mat, and they're just going to hover off of the mat. All right, we're aiming to get a straight line from knees, hips to shoulders. Inhale here, exhale, start rolling down through the spine, and take the arms up and overhead for me. Keep the ribs beautifully laced. We only take the arms as far back as we can, keeping that last rib making contact with the mat. And let's go again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, scooping navel, tucking pelvis. Start lifting the arms as we fire those legs up to peel the spine off of the mat, one vertebra at a time. Draw the heels in towards the sit bones. Inhale to hold. Exhale, start lowering down through the spine. Lifting arms up and overhead for me. Peeling yourself back onto the mat. Ribs laced. Neutral pelvis. Shoulders out of the ears. Let's go for number 3. Exhale, scoop the navel, tuck the pelvis using abdominals. Now get those legs fired as we bring the arms up and over. Draw the heels in towards the sit bones. Keep the ribs beautifully laced as we tuck that pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down through the spine, lengthening through those fingers as we take the arms back up overhead, returning to a beautiful neutral pelvis. And we're going to go again. Exhale, scooping navel, tucking pelvis, using just abdominals, so those legs are relaxed. Now we fire up those legs, push into those feet as we engage those abdominals even more to peel the spine off the mat. Shoulders are out of the ears, and we bring arms down to each side of the body, hovering off of the mat. Inhale, exhale, sinking in that chest for me, rolling down through the spine, and pause with your arms up at shoulder height for me now. All right, now turn the palms so that they're now facing each other. We're going to exhale to lift the right leg up to tabletop. Keep that pelvis steady for me. So I don't want to see any little arching happening in that pelvis as we lift the legs. If there is an arch, we're not engaging the abdominals enough. Okay, so pull up the pelvic floor, pull the navel in, ribs laced. Exhale, lift the right leg up to tabletop. We inhale to prepare. Engaging abdominals, keep the pelvis steady. We exhale to lift the left leg up to tabletop. Legs together. Fantastic. Okay, so now we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower to tap the left foot down to the floor. Take the right arm up and overhead. You only lower the leg as much as you can, maintaining that neutral pelvis. And the arm only goes overhead as much as you can, keeping the ribs laced. Inhale to hold. Exhale, engage the abdominals and bringing everything back up to their start position. We're going to swap sides. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, right leg down to the floor as we take the left arm up and overhead. Pelvis stays in neutral, ribs stay laced, left shoulder out of the ears. Connecting under that right arm just to keep that arm stable and in front of the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, pull the pelvic floor up, navel to spine, keep the torso steady as we bring everything back up to the start position. And let's go again. Exhale, lower the left foot, lower the right arm overhead. Good. Keep the pelvis steady and the ribs laced. Shoulders low and connecting under the armpits. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, pull the navel in as we lift everything back up. Woohoo! All right, and let's go again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, right leg down to the floor, left arm up and overhead. Fantastic. Pelvis still in neutral, ribs still laced. Those abdominals are working beautifully to stabilize. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift that right shoulder, lift right knee, left arm. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're going to go one more each way. We inhale. Exhale, right arm up, left leg down. Abdominals, abdominals, abdominals. Resting as we hold. Exhale, engaging as we lift back up. Beautiful. And last one for me. Inhale to hold here. Exhale. Left arm up and over. Right foot down to the floor. Pelvis stays in neutral. Ribs stay laced into the mat. Shoulders low and connected. Hold for the inhale. Exhale. Lifting everything back up for me. Fantastic. And then we hug the knees into the chest. And just gently rock from side to side. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go back into a pelvic curl, but this time we're going to incorporate a lovely chest lift. Okay, and then we'll come back to another exercise here. All right, so have the feet and knees roughly a fist distance apart. Interlace your fingers, placing them at the base of your skull. Elbows in peripheral vision, thumbs down the sides of the neck towards the shoulders. We're pulling the fingertips apart to release the upper traps. We're in that beautiful neutral pelvis. Ribs are laced. Let's start off going into our pelvic curl. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale. Scoop the navel. Tuck the pelvis. Drive through the feet as you peel the spine off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Holding up at the top. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down through the spine. Nod the chin to the chest as you lower the spine down. Keep a little gap between the chin and the chest. Return to neutral. And we hold here for the inhale. Exhale, start lowering down. Tuck the pelvis. Lifting the pelvis and spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. Lowering the head back down onto the mat. So we're doing like a little seesaw between the head and knees. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lowering down through the chest. Nod the chin. Lift that upper body as we roll the spine down onto the floor. Back into a neutral pelvis. Fingers pulling apart, head resting in the hands. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, peel the spine off the mat, lowering down with that upper body as we do so. Good. Feel the tuck in the pelvis to get those glutes firing. Elbows are still in the peripheral vision. Let's go for one more. We inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest as we sink in that spine, rolling down one vertebra at a time, lifting that upper body, coming to neutral. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, and just lower that upper body back down onto the floor. Fantastic. All right. Let's now take the arms up to the ceiling. We inhale to prepare. We're in the neutral pelvis, ribs laced. Exhale to lift your right leg up to tabletop. Inhale to hold. Keep the pelvis steady as we exhale to lift that left leg up to meet the right leg. Fantastic. We inhale to prepare. Exhale. We lower the hips to the left. Well, roll the hips to the left. And we take the right arm out to the side towards the floor. Keep the left arm in front of that left shoulder. We're not counterbalancing at all. Inhale to hold. Exhale, use those abdominals to bring the legs back to center. Bring the right arm back to in front of the shoulder. We're going to swap sides. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, rotate the hips to the right. Take the left arm sideways and down to the floor for me. Beautiful. Keep shoulder blades flat on the floor. Right hand in front of the right shoulder. Inhale to hold. Exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine and bring the left arm back up to in line with your shoulders. Beautiful. And let's go again. Exhale, rotating the hips to the left. Remember to keep the knees in line with each other. So we're lifting out of the right hip. Keep the ankle bones together and make sure the shoulders are lowered out of the ears. Hold for that inhale. Exhale to pull the navel in towards the spine, bringing the arm back up to shoulder height. Fantastic. And let's go again. Exhale over to the right with the knees. Left arm sideways and down to the floor. Keep the knees in line with each other so we're lifting out of that left hip. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull the navel in to bring everything back to center. We're going to go one more each way. Exhale, hips over to the left. Right arm sideways and to the floor. Hold for that inhale. Exhale, pull the navel in as we bring everything back to center. And last one. Exhale, take the hips to the right. Lengthen through that right hip. Reach the right knee forward as we take the left arm down to the side. Inhale to hold. Exhale, pulling everything back in. Coming back to center. Hug the knees into the chest for me. And gently rocking from side to side. Fantastic. All right. Let's lower the feet back onto the floor. Let's roll onto our left-hand side and come up onto, we're going to come into all fours so that we can work our shoulder stabilizers a bit, work those abdominals, holding everything steady while we move those legs. All right, so let's come up onto all fours. Hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Push the floor away with the arms. Pull the shoulders down. Lengthen long through the crown of the head. A gentle arch in that lower back. All right. Okay, now we've got to keep everything steady and engaged. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull the navel in. Engage the pelvic floor. We're now going to lengthen the left leg and right arm out and away. So we work challenging the body differently by being on all fours now doing this movement. Now make sure your left hip hasn't lifted away from the floor. It's still parallel to the floor with your right hip. All right. We inhale to bring everything back in and onto the mat. We're now swapping sides. Exhale. Keep the torso steady. The gap between hips and ribs stays the same as we lengthen the left arm and right leg out and away. Make sure we don't arch that lower back as we reach long through that leg. All right. We inhale to bring everything back in to center. Fantastic. We're going to swap sides. Shoulders are still low. We're still pushing the floor away. Exhale. Pull navel in towards the spine. Lengthen right arm and left leg long. Keep that pelvis steady so the hips are still in line with each other. The pelvis is still in neutral. And we lift the arm as high as we can, keeping the shoulder out of the ears. We inhale to bring everything back in. All right. And we're going to swap sides again. We exhale, pull navel into spine, ribs laced. Lengthen left arm, lengthen right leg, out and away. Hold for that inhale. Exhale, bending everything back in for me. Beautiful. Those shoulders should be working beautifully, maintaining that push away from the floor. All right. Okay, we're going to change it up now. We're going to take the leg and arm out to the side. Okay, so pushing the floor away, lengthen through the crown. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Take your left arm out to the side and the right leg out to the side as well. Again, we don't want to lift the right hip away from the floor to get as much range of motion as possible. This is really challenging our obliques to keep the distance between ribs and hips the same. We inhale to bring it all back in. We're still pushing the floor away beautifully and shoulders are still pulling down beautifully. We inhale. Exhale, take right arm out to the side, left leg out to the side. Beautiful. Keep that left hip in line with the right. So we haven't lifted it up to try and increase range of motion in the hip. And we inhale to bring everything back in. I want you to make sure that when you place everything back on the floor, you don't feel like you need to replace your hips or ribs particularly. So if you don't have to move them much at all, it means you had your pelvic floor, navel, and ribs engaged beautifully. All right, so let's go again. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, left arm out to the side, right leg out to the side. Beautiful. We're keeping the hips steady. We're keeping the ribs laced, shoulders low. Inhale to bring everything back in. And again, exhale, take the right arm out to the side and the left knee out to the side. Fantastic. Inhale to bring everything back to center. And now we're going to gently just press the heels back. Lower that upper body down to the floor for me. Fantastic. And just rest in this position here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands towards you as you lift that upper body up. All right, so I'm going to get us to just roll back onto the floor so that we can do one coordinated movement with those lovely arms of ours, just to open up and release them a bit from being in our 4-point kneeling. Okay, so let's lay down on our backs. Okay. Have your feet and knees roughly fist distance apart, just nice and comfortable. We're in our beautiful neutral pelvis and the ribs are laced. We now take the arms up to, in line with the shoulders, fingertips facing the ceiling, and palms facing the wall below our feet, well, at the bottom. All right, so inhale to prepare. Exhale, take your right arm up and overhead, left arm to hover off of the mat for me. All right, so that right shoulder must be out of the ear, and the ribs must be beautifully laced. Now we're going to take the arms out to the side like a lovely windmill. As we do so, start rotating the left palm up to the ceiling. So let's start taking the arms out to the side. Start rotating the left palm to face the ceiling. So once we're in our T position with our hands, both palms are facing the ceiling. Now as we continue moving the arms, we rotate the right palm to face the floor as that arm ends up next to the thighs. And then we bring both arms back to in front of the body. We're going to go in that direction again. So, now let's bring the breathing in. Exhale, right arm up, left arm down. Right shoulder out of the ear. Good. Left hand hovering off the floor. We take the arms out to the side. We start rotating the left palm to face the ceiling. So when our arms are in the T position, both palms are facing up. And then we continue moving the arms and rotate the right palm to face the floor as the hand reaches the hip. And we bring the arms back up to shoulder height. All right, we're now going to change direction. We exhale to take the left arm up and over. Right arm down to the hip. Good. Now we start taking the arms out to the side. We rotate the right palm to face the ceiling so that when we're in our T position, both palms are facing up. As we continue moving the arms, we rotate the left palm to face the floor by the time the arm reaches the hip. And we bring both arms back up to shoulder height. And let's go for one more. Exhale, left arm up and over. Right arm down to hover off the mat. Left shoulder out of the ear. Ribs are still laced. We now take the arms out to the side. We rotate the right palm to face the ceiling. So those arms are both facing, palms are both facing the ceiling as we now T shape with our arms. We continue moving through as we rotate the left palm to face the floor by the time it reaches the hip. Right shoulder down low as it reaches the ear. We bring both arms back up to shoulder height, and then we lower both arms down to the side of the body. Roll over onto your side and come up into a seated position. All right, so I hope that was an all right session for you guys. Something a little bit more that requires the brain to be involved, just to make sure that we have all the different parts doing what they should be doing at the same time. I thoroughly enjoyed it, so thank you for joining me. And I hope that you have a lovely evening further. I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.